A first carry now. This is Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Off the draw, here's Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them in. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not. Rally at all.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 24, check 24. Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. The connection made. It's Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, first down Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Four down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Any day. Check, 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 check.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You block over here. 10. Check 4. 6. Bullet.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again.
Check him out. He's gonna
And that's complete to Adams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go, baby.
24 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Come on now.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
We're pretty quiet. Hey, Charlie. 42, Mike 42.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, Foxtrot. Plant. 42's the Mike, boys. 42's the Mike.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads away. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Set the tone, defense.
Rodgers looking to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It got his man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and the pressure gets to him again. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going